Hello, good evening, and welcome to the stream. Yes, we're live from Rubi-ka. Should be like a title screen there or something. I'm just doing some social medias. Post all that. Right, let's go to the live screen. There we are. Can I cast this? There we go. So on the keeper, we made a bit of progress on the keeper last time. Yes, we did. I think we definitely need more nano pool though. Seem to run out quite quickly with it. Mathematica, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. We're a little ways off on that yet. For some reason I can't cast this yet. Is it just nano pool I'm short on? Oh well. It's my alarm to start the stream. Too late. We're already there. Psycho Mod Sense Imp 255. Are they not? No, they are not. Oh, maybe I had some composite buffs or something running, quite possibly. It would not surprise me. Yeah, I think I must have had an outside buff for that. Go for this one. Still not out of OE though. 341. Need more. Oh well. I did do some implants as well, didn't I? Can't quite cast this one yet. What are we doing on perks? We've used all 4 so far. Reverb, bioshielding, aura of revival. Well, gonna have to level. I think that will be the way of it. Which is okay. Right, okay, maybe we head out to the temple. And I suppose, which skills did I need again? Psycho Mod Sense Imp 255. We've got 240. Yeah, so level our way out of the issue. That's the Anarchy Online way. Break your twink by leveling them up. Oh, that was it. No, wait, I just remembered. I'm going to come out here. Oop, caught the door. No, I want to get some rhino. Yes, I do. I might have to use the shade to farm it. Yeah, the rhino guys near... Oh. Pitaro, whatever his name is, the Chairs Quest guy. Yeah, him, I think. Someone waving to be on stream or something. Or just being kind. Anyway, the car got through its annual MOT and did need a new alternator. They got it all done in one hit for me. Thankfully. Where does Stuck bring you in Shadowlands? To Newland City. So wherever you are in the game, if you use Stuck, it will put you back in Newland. So it's kind of a catch-all. AO, thought this game was dead. Not yet. This isn't even AO, this is Project Rubi-ka, which kind of is AO but isn't. It's a preservation server built from the ground up. Open to the public. Link to the site is in the description of the video if you want to give it a try. This isn't real. It's all made up. Wake up. What have I told you? 2 pills. Take them both. Are we living in a simulation? Who knows? Could be. Who knows? Yeah, so I haven't come here to power level to 220 or anything like that. I'm just here to experience the game as it used to be. Before the dark times. Before the Empire. Yeah, what I should definitely do on this character, just in case, is prevent myself from accidentally removing that, because I have to go off and find a wrangle. It's not like live where I can just log a trader in and give myself one. Now, I'm not sure this character can handle the Rhino Men here. But my shade can, so I might run the shade out to do the fighting and this character to do the looting. That could work. I can't do it all on the other character because Rhino Man armor is no drop, unfortunately. Yeah, we're not taking on level 62 mobs with this character. No, we're not. Right, okay, let's jump out of the Kodiak. And camp. And we'll bring out the shade, because they can kill some. Okay. There we go. And once again, spawn in Newland City. Oh dear, my armour is invisible. Oh, there you go. It came back. Yeah, there's a few idiosyncrasies, or whatever the word is, for this server. That it does have some little oddities about it and stuff like that, but I'm kind of okay with it. I'm okay with it. Fireside Fables, good evening, sir. Welcome on in. We got to level 54 on this character, so it's much more able to handle rhino men. Range music. That's from New Island. I feel like they run faster than the other character, and they were in a Kodiak. So if I cast the Kodiak, I think I go flying up to like over a 1k run speed. But it doesn't feel like it because you've zoomed out further with a bigger model. So your camera angle is higher, etc. So yeah, we're farming some rhino armor, which will definitely help the keeper. It has two-hand edge and something else on it, I think. I've got some on this character just because they needed better ACs. But you can see there, one, yeah, two-hand edge, two-hand blunt. So we can get a few pieces of that for that character. That would be nice. Yeah, for this character, I think I want Predator armor, but we're not high enough level and or strong enough for that yet. To go farm it, at least. Ah, yes, you're not so scary to this character. a shame because I could do with the XP on the keeper, but I can't dual log. Because they're both on the same account. Oh, come on, let me land the siphon. There we go. I might get a few good ones. You never know. Okay, not terrible. We get some rhino armor. We'll be straight logging over to the keeper to loot it. Unfortunately, it is no drop. It'll all make sense once we get a piece. I'm banking on crawler into prowler armor. Oh yeah, maybe. It's a shame really because a keeper shade combo is actually pretty powerful with the auras and such. Or at least it is on live. I'm not sure if it is here. Can't run as many auras on keeper. We got Rhino Man gloves. So very quickly, camp and keeper. Lady Sky Cannon, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Gotta give it a second. Be great when we can get goddess armor. Maybe. Oink. Yeah, see there, these are no drop. Yeah, I can't wear it yet, but that's okay. Let's put them in the bag of important things. I'll be lurking doing the DB quest on my 208 MP with the org. Nice. Pagnova, or Paganova, welcome. Zool, welcome. Was that my last first aid, was it? It probably was. Sounds like how prepared I come. Too late. No, nada. Is this spot better than XP and Temple? Not as such, but I'm not here for XP as much as I'm here for Rhino Man armor drop for my keeper. Which is the reason I'm here killing mobs here. No, not a Rhino Man. We want the Rhino Man. Do we not have any med kits with me? Am I that silly? I've come all this way with none. Yep, figures. Came all this way without them. Oh well. Sounds like a me thing to do. I've been grinding varmint woods for Rhino Men to 60. Yeah. Yeah, I came here because I got a few drops last time, but yeah, you know, I'm more than happy to try other places. They seem to drop quite often. Oh, maybe I'll check them out. Ooh, I'm too far away. You don't want to run that far from your friends. I get it. Yeah, tethering is much shorter on Project Rubi-ka than it is on live. So kiting is very difficult. So yeah, I may try Varmint Woods, if that's what you mean. Too late. How can you even kite? Because it seems like they've been hit, they tether, so... Well, you've got to make your ball of mobs much closer to their spawn point. It's as simple as that, yeah. So yeah, it is a lot more difficult for sure. And social aggro's not a thing, or I'd be running away about now. So I've got two matriarchs on top of me. Yay, landed it. Oh well, we got some legs. Could come in useful. I'll fight you in a second. Need to get my health back, and I didn't bring any things. Seems a lot of them are spaced, so their spore point would be too far to kite enough mobs. Maybe. I haven't tried. I will try it and let you know. Until I try it, I can't really say one way or the other, so... Nail him. Nada. Oh well. Half a mind to go back and get some medkits. Kinda need them. Did you ever hear about the G4 TV show called Portal? It was an entire TV show dedicated to MMOs around 2002, maybe? I probably watched it, but don't remember the name. You say Portal now, and I immediately think of, you know, the game Portal. Introduced me to MMOs. I was deep into, I think it was level 200 by 2002. On my first character, maybe? I think I've been playing it quite a long time by then. Or, you know, like a year or whatever. I really do need some medkits. Oh dear. I got 15 minutes left. Target does not have an NCU. Well, Target's going to have to do it the hard way then. Just crashing into my nostalgia. Yeah, well, there's definitely that element to an old game like this. My first MMO was a Korean game called Legend of Mir, due to some obscure British Sky TV game show from like 2000. Wow. First TV show I ever saw that was dedicated to gaming was Games Master, and it obscurely had Patrick Moore as a reoccurring person on it, who I don't think knew anything about games per se, but read out the answers to questions people sent in. How do I get such and such in this early console game? Ah, well, you press left, right, forward, you know, that kind of cheat code kind of thing. When all the games were basically single player, ostensibly. There was a few dual player games, I guess. Asheron's Call, my second was Anarchy Online. Yeah, I think Asheron's Call came earlier than Anarchy, but Anarchy was 2001, wasn't it? Snur. Christ, I remember Legend of Mir. There you go. See? My audience, you got more in common than you think. Note of attunement just vanished. Which is the... when it lands, cripples the inits of mobs. What we have in common is that we're old. True that. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we're old. Old people playing old games. There you go. That's the stream. I play new games. I play Dune Awakening, a brand new game, really. In real, you know, relative terms. Sneer! Subscribe with Prime. Appreciated, brother. Thank you for the Prime sub. I'm playing this game, Project Gorgon. That's created by one of the Asheron Calls 1 and 2 developers. Ooh, fancy. Are you a big Funcom guy? I've played Anarchy Online for years and years and years and years. Big fan of Anarchy Online. Played Secret World once and streamed it and never played it again. And played Dune Awakening a bunch. So I wouldn't say I was a big Funcom guy, no. I've spent more time in like old Bethesda games more than I've spent in recent Funcom games. So I like what I like. I think I'm just selective in that respect. Advanced might be too much. Or maybe not. Let's have a look, see. Treatment library, start at 20. Treatment and whatnot. I don't have a lot. I've got like 56. This needs 93, so I can't use that. It's a shame that we don't have the newer treatment kits. Because on Shade, it meant you only needed to raise first aid to use both. Yeah, I didn't go hard on it. I you know, played it the once and went, what the is this? No hate for the game whatsoever. Just wasn't for me, I guess. So our treatment is at 56, which ain't much. Quality 10, maybe? That's going to be about it. 15? No, it's going to be 10s. I'll take those. Nano. Oh, yeah, nano as well. They're going to be the same, aren't they? Time, space 39, treatment 39. Yeah. Have to bite the bullet and buy both of those. Fill up anyway while we're there. I like the atmosphere of, yeah, I don't know. I tried it and just was like, not sure what's happening. Maybe I didn't give it a fair crack. I don't know. I was playing this sort of cyberpunk-esque dystopian kind of game, and then all of a sudden I was at the top of a tree, and it was all Nordic legend and Thor and whatnot. I don't know. Just kind of seemed, what the hell's this? You know. One of those. One of them. One of those. Is your treatment higher than 56 something? No, it's not that high. It's literally 56. I left it open, but I looked before I went, kind of thing. I know the GUI bugs when you zone. If you leave it open, it starts showing you different values and such. It's like every conspiracy brain trope turned into an MMO. God. Will it show corrective zone? No, just close it and reopen it, fixes it. It's a GUI bug that has never ever been fixed since the launch of the game, so I don't know if the PRK devs can fix it or not. I'm not sure. Zyzon, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. So it might take a while to farm some of this gear. I might even try some lower level mobs. I don't know. Like, just solo them on the keeper. But I'm not looking to blast along with levels and stuff on this server. It's just not my jam for this. This is just the chill and atmosphere kind of a thing for me, you know. Still proactively do things and try to improve, but not like AO Live, you know, like you constantly gunning for best in slot and everything else. A more sedate approach to the game, yeah. Go at it in steps. Yeah, I've made 3 different characters. I kind of want to get them all up to 60 before moving on out of the temple and doing anything else with them. Well, that's the plan at the moment. That could change. I don't know. I don't have any fixed plans, so to speak. Full rack of DMs. Yeah, there's a certain amount of that where I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm not rushing along thinking, well, what's the point? I'm going to be a level 2, like 120 in a week, you know, which you can easily do on live with alts and buffs and whatnot. But yeah, going to go and get another beer and we'll carry on. What is the 131 pill thing? You can buy an empty pill. Yeah, so it's like a portable wrangle device. Which is, yeah, it's pretty cool. I like the idea, it works. Yeah, I mean, like on live, I'd come running out here on the keeper with a 4-hour hack and quack, RRFE, all that kind of stuff, and just solo everything. No can do here. Which, you know, can feel maybe restrictive, but not really. Hills are limited to certain buffs. Yeah, so the rest of the time you've got to go find a player to get the buff you want. There's no buff bots. There's no automated anything. Game was never really built with that in mind. And yes, it is incredibly convenient and whatnot, but also semi-unnecessary. You know, if you've got enough people playing who are willing to sort of help out, buff you when you ask. Carlos wins gold for the Anarchy Online Gaming, the first competition of its kind in the Olympics. Oh God. Oh, I doubt that. there's people so much better at this game than me, by different metrics, you know, so. I play it a lot, so there's that. Marisium. Hi, welcome to the stream. Over on the YouTubes. What is your current melee in it? Don't know without checking. 221. So, not quite 1-1 with the weapons at full def. But I haven't got an in-game thing to check, so I'm not sure. I think Tinkering Tools has a tool, but whether it's 100% accurate, I'm not too sure. There's like spreadsheet answer and there's a in-game answer, you know? You can do that here. Yeah, I can't remember, what was the bot that Tink did? Anonymous gifter gave Lady Sky Cannon a tier 1 sub. Thank you very much for the gifted sub. And just play with the bar. Oh, you mean like do it the old way? Yeah. I'm at 50% at the minute. Seems about right. Just doing it by feel. I could try... No. These are quite fast weapons. It can be difficult to tell on Shade because obviously most of your damage is your perks. 50% requires 480 in it. Yeah, maybe. I've got 220. Do you think I should go just full on? Go full ag. Get hit. Who cares? Kill them faster. Take more damage. Nothing wrong with that. That's a valid play style. Yeah, I can't remember what it was from, you know, making a Shade 6-7 years ago or something. Full off because you don't have enough. I know how to play Shade, dude. Dude, I know how to play Shade. The veteran playthrough was the first one I did. So, yeah, I know. And then careful in battle and. Actually, that's the point. Do we get careful? Yeah, we get careful in battle here as well. This is a great perk line. did one Let's Build of one, like a veteran one. Then I did an Atrox shade just to make it more difficult to progress. Because obviously sense and agility, spirits, etc. That was a good Let's Build a tune, that. I enjoyed that one. They were a solid little shade at the end. I was one of the people who got stuck in the subway last week. It was freaking hilarious. Just go make a new character. On live, I have 34 level 220s in alphas and full, all the gear, etc. But I mean, that's not hard to do if you've played for 26 or whatever years it is now, you know. And the more of them you have, the easier it is to buff yourself, do stuff, give yourself hand-me-downs. You know, it does make life a lot easier. Plus, of course, you had daily missions and stuff, so, I mean, you level like crazy anyway. You had bag after bag of spirits ready to go, you know, and all that sort of thing. The monsters turn passive, so I'm lord of the subway, all mobs bow to me. Hell, they don't even look at me. I want to get to soloing hecklers really on this. Because the spirit drops all our level 59 ones. It's kind of what I need to be not a temple twink, but like strong in the temple, you know? Probably have more evades than I have innits. Yeah, I do. Mostly evade close, 330, dodge range, bit of nano resist as well. I was sick of getting nuked in the temple. So it helps. Oh, come on with the drops, guys. Where was the spot you said, Gear? You said go to Varmint Woods, was it? One of their camps out there? Yeah, I made a shade just for a veteran Let's Build. Then I already had a 220 up effect shade, which I'm kind of remaking here. And then I did a Let's Build with an Atrox shade, because that's what people voted for, thinking, ha ha. But they turned out really good. Yeah, because what I'm having to do here is pick out, you know, like the orange ones. You think maybe take a run out there than here. I did get a bunch of pieces from here originally, but give me a decent spirit. Oh, sleeve. Cool. Go and get my alt and they can loot. George, or Gorg, welcome to the stream. Nanomage shade, nano resist perk. Oh yeah, that'll work. We did for a laugh do a nanomage assault rifle shade, and it worked up to about level 25, after which it was useless, to the surprise of no one. This guy? No, it's this guy, I think. Yeah, I'm waiting for the loot to open. Right, so we got leather sleeve, which can't equip yet. Stamp strength, we'll get to those buffs eventually. Ooh, that's quite nice. could loot that on the shade. Did I not? Quick, before the loot dies. At least the log in and out's faster on this server. It's not 30 seconds at all. Yeah. Nanomade Shade, Noten Repulsor. Is the challenge. Is that better than the eye I'm currently wearing? It's the same as the eye I'm currently wearing. Oh well. They look like they're here. Oh god. Competing for Rhino Men. Okay. So we're gonna Varmint Woods then. It's stuck back up. Yeah, okay. Does the level of the mob in... Yes, yeah. So, when you hit a level 80 mob, like the hecklers in Nascent, you'll get a quality 59 tops, or requires level 59 to wear. God's favorite favorant message retracted. Okay. Is it nanomages who are statistically behind every other breed? It depends on which statistic you mean. I did a nanomage, oh god, trying to think now. Yeah, I did a nanomage MP. Didn't like it, to be honest. The first character I made was a nanomage adv and he was complete crap. Before you could reset IP, you were, you know, if your tune was crap, it was stuck until you managed to level it out of trouble. And they got, by level 44, they couldn't, they'd get owned by a grey roller rat if it aggroed. So I remade and made a Solitus adv, and also obviously had learned from my previous mistakes, knew more about the game mechanics and stuff. Yeah, and they did pretty well. They are 24 years old now. So. Yeah, the idea for the one at that level, the nanomage, was to be able to do the 225 pet easily. But they still couldn't do it easily. I was better off converting them to op effects and just swapping out a few items to cast the pet, which is a pain in the arse when the pet vanishes when you zone. No. Yeah, well, the kiting isn't related to breed, it's related to you can't kite because the tether's so much shorter. It's kind of a shame. Oh, crap. I'm attacked by a bloody Triffid. I forgot about those fuckers. Trying to run away, but snared. Can't come close enough to the mob to fight it. Great. Gonna die. Stood like a stuck idiot. Yeah, I need to remember that then. No better way to die than a stuck idiot. Yeah. Target. I'm still in a fight. Really? We've got tethering to like 20 meters, but the mobs can still aggro. Yeah, great. Yeah, I forgot all about those things out here. It's been that long since I've come out here trying to level or something. I can barely heal with that thing. That'll do. Now I've got to run the keeper here. So they can loot. GA Mark IV on an up effects fixer. Getting that on at 210 was painful. On live, yeah, I can imagine it would be. On PRK, I can imagine it damn near impossible. We can't handle one of those, so we're not going to try. Not 210, 110. I read what you put. Yeah, well, after Shadowlands on a paid account, why would you bother with grid armor? You know? You'd use the shadow web and wear armor instead. Plus, once fixers got careful in battle and everything else, it kind of negated having it. I mean, you get higher evades using 2 shields on an MP than you do with grid armor. You get 1600 add-all def out of 2 shields on an MP. Grid armor was the coolest thing ever. I didn't even play fix it. Yeah, it had no ACs, but totally looked cool. Definitely looked cool. If you were a Smurf, you were cool. 2019, one of the first characters I made was based on the fact that I'd managed to get a grid armor Mark 1 drop. I went, I am making a fixer then. You know. It was literally that simple. I have GA1, I am making a fixer. Yeah, well, 800's a lot, you know, on pre-expansions, yeah. But it's not that much with perks and everything else that came with Shadowlands and then, you know, all the other various changes that happened over the years. You know, Spin Nanoweb Mark, what was it, Mark 11 is more evasion than grid armor, and you can wear armor with it. It's a back item only. Gorg just said, I played Fixer as a main, but I never liked grid armor. There you go. See, different strokes for different folks. Yeah, I did a through grid armor fixer. I quite liked them. I enjoyed playing them. But they were nowhere near as powerful as a paid 220 fixer with Shadow Web. Guess I'll use this signpost as the login spot. Oh yeah, when you're at level 1, yeah, if you're doing extreme twinking, then yeah, I mean that's a whole other game, isn't it? Where did I put it? That's not the totem, it was the one over here. It's a shame, I should have made these on different accounts and then I could have dual logged. Will you come this far, Mr. Basher? Like doing tower battles. They were good in the early days, yeah. But once it became, you know, what it is now, it's just a joke. I mean, these days, the hackers are so kind of like precious about their tower fields that they can't defend, that they will crash the playfield rather than defend them, just to reset them. You've always been allowed to log 2 characters, but that's it. If you try and automate those characters, you're getting banned. It's the way they deal with it. So yeah, you can dual log, which would have been handy. Oh, gloves again. But maybe gloves they can put on. So we'll go for it. Yeah, no, you can log 2 different characters in and use one as a mule or run around with one on follow, that kind of thing. You cannot automate them. As soon as you try and use third-party software to packet sniff and automate, you're just going to get banned. Please don't do it. Because that's exactly what will happen. People have tried, people have been banned. Simple as that, you know? An MP. Well, if you've got an MP with a decent heal pet, pretty much everything pairs with them, you know? Stamina strength 147. Why is it so low on this character? It should be higher, shouldn't it? Ah, stamina. Not enough. I don't think we even qualified for the first thing anyway. Yeah, I could never get that to work. I tried to get it to work on on the live server and I could never get it to work properly, so I just gave up on it. You see, if I was teamed with my keeper now, we'd be golden, because I'd be getting their, you know, heal aura and whatnot. Should save me having to go out and buy med packs and whatnot. Oh yeah, on the 2019 server I did a lot of mission runs. So I'd you know, Wampa or whatever, all the way to Camelot and roll missions way south. I'm going to die here. Or ding. Maybe I'll ding with 1 HP. Yay, pants. Okay. Give myself another heal before I log. Yeah, I mean, digging missions to get the items you want to get and all that is great stuff. For some people, it was like, that's their game and they're happy doing it, and, you know, nothing wrong with that. It's part of the design of the game. I mean, it's horses for courses, as we used to say. It's an old British saying. You know, so you kind of find your way. Uh-oh, out of room. Can't quite get this stuff on yet, but we're not far off. Can we even... What level are the greys? Oh, they're like way low. Oh wow, is that the end of the medium level-ish ones? Almost. Rushing bosses. Yeah, there's a lot of that to be done. Maybe I'll restart my trader. It'd be kind of crazy, do it? Yeah, it can be. You know, you're running that kind of thing. Right, what am I doing on this character? Obviously, want that. I'm going to go for suggested. What's that doing with combat and healing? Does not put into there, so no. Gonna sponge or splurge a lot into treatment, and then maybe I can use better treatment packs. 204. I should be able to use some better ones, which should speed this up a bit. Let's see. Stock available again on this character. 12 minutes remaining. Yeah, there's a 30-minute cooldown on it, but at least now I can use some better ones. On live, you don't need to raise treatment on a shade, because the check on these kits, and which do nano in health, and these that do nano in health, is first aid and or treatment. Whereas obviously on this server, a little different. It's as it used to be. Which, you know, is the thing of the game, but honestly, I think I preferred the old one. It's a long run back, but it's going to be shorter than 12 minutes, so... We'll go get some. Oh, the guard post might sell some as well. Yeah, I mean, I've been asked by the dev team, why you not like these? And I was like, everyone hated fucking coils. Everyone loved the new version, but it's a lot of work for them to implement it. And it might not be in line with what they see the game being. So, you know. You like the shadow webs, it's fun to equip armor. Absolutely, yeah. I need to change from the and to da-da in the decision structure. Well, alright. At the moment, they're figuring out how to make things work as they were supposed to work, rather than look at drastically changing the game, and their starting point was 18.4, which is pre the rebalance and everything else. So on this server, Advies are still the second best healers in the game, as opposed to being maybe the fourth. You know, that was a massive demotion. No shops here. We're going to have to go elsewhere. Yeah, at the moment they're not dealing with, you know, finicky sort of things. They're dealing more with broader issues that affect, you know, an emulator server kind of thing. Are you hunting for something specific? Well, yeah, Rhino Man armor for my keeper. Right, so 20 requires 93. 50 requires 228. What are we at there? 204. Oh, you're kidding me. All right, 30 requires 138. Okay, we get some 30s. We sell off the remainder of these. Replace them back. What are these like? Wait, what? No, it's... I bought the... I just bought the wrong ones, didn't I? Oh, you idiot. Quality 30. 138. Yeah, there we go. Oh, you can actually see the bar move this time. Well, that's better. Yeah, Rhino Man armor, but it's obviously it's no drop and yada yada. So my highest tune at the minute is this one. So they're doing the fighting while my keeper loots. Yeah, if you're talking in programming code, I won't have a clue what you mean. So it's wasted on me, I'm afraid. Because I don't know how to code or program anything. I know how to use a computer, I can build them, I can fix them, etc. But more than that, yeah, I don't really know. Certainly don't know how to code or anything like that. Or what arguments you mean there. No, it's fine, mate. I mean, it's just outside my knowledge. I know how to use software to make it do what I want. I don't know how to write it. Two different, very different things. I understand a lot of concepts behind programming and a lot of other things for that matter. But the specifics, I don't really know. And every language, every programming language handles these things differently. So what works in one doesn't make any sense in another, etc. So unless you've got a lot of experience, assuming the code isn't in Swahili, no. But the code for the game apparently is inordinately weird and unusual. Yeah, I know, but I'm 57 and not looking to learn how to program code at this point in my life. You know, I'm looking to play a game and have fun. You know, that's what I'm looking for. You know, call me shallow, but you know, that's where I'm at with it. I get how hard it is for the people working on the game, etc., but that's where it ends. You know, I don't really know what they're working on or how any of it works. Mate, I had another graduate from my Zoom class. Yeah, age is just a number, I know. Thing is, I know a great deal about very little. You know, so I understand a hell of a lot of things in their broadest terms, in principle, but not beyond that. You know, so when a physicist basically says the reason the speed limit on the universe seems to be this, it's because light, from its point of view, speaking relatively, light arrives at its destination the instant it's created. You know, that principle I understand. And a lot of people can't get their head around that. And I don't know the mathematics behind that, but I understand the principle of it. So as far as light's concerned, it's emitted from a source and then meets its final destination in the same instant. Because the faster you go, you know, etc. Oh, great. Crashed. Just as I was trying to loop. Game no likey. You know, so I can understand some pretty high concepts and stuff like that, and I'm always looking at new ones and learning about them. But the nitty-gritty of it, I don't really get into. I saw the atmosphere, I thought you were hunting Medusas. No. I'm killing Rhino Men for Rhino Men armor on one character and trying to loot it on another. However, we just crashed trying to loot. So I don't know. There we go. We just replaced some armor. First piece we could equip. I mean, I could kill these guys, but they're like level 20 something, so. I wish that mission didn't keep moving your marker. You can't unselect it as upload to map. You can't deselect it being uploaded to the map. It's kind of annoying. Not that I mind, really. Right, so we go back to Le Shade. I go back to the fridge for another cold one. And we carry on until we've got, well, some semblance of a set of armor. Durdrum. This is so old school. Click saver or mish. Well, there are no missions, mate, so good luck with that. The mission terminals are not plugged in at the moment. So there are no missions. So yeah, I mean, God, yeah, that would be simpler. However, they're not active at this time on this server. Yeah, but how many times have you seen me get to like level 50 in the first stream of a new character? Yeah, you can do all. I'll do 3 daily missions. Oh, I got a reset token. I'll do 3 more plus the elite daily in the temple now. I'll finish with the subway in the first like 2 hours of the character existing. But this is back to the old school, you know, where you've got to work for stuff. Running around with 4-hour hack and quack and RRFE and all of that. Yeah, doesn't exist here. The 4-hour buffs are not here. You know, so if I gave this character FE and hack and quack for 4 hours, yeah, I'd gear up the other 2. And, in fact, I'd probably just solo it on the other 2 and I wouldn't need to relog or anything. Oh shit, this is level higher than I thought. No, attack! Stop! Stop stopping attacking. Oh shit. We could be in trouble here, boys and girls. Some of my perks are not landing. And we got no Dimash. I'm gonna die, gonna die, gonna die. 5 seconds to thingy. Yep. Bit off more than we could chew. And I haven't saved since I got out of Noob Island, so here I am. Filling up my inventory with all kinds of crap. No res shock on this server though, which I quite like. I don't know if I can cast all my buffs now. That was the highest one I had, yeah. And you don't have a cliff to jump off of. Nope. This isn't nascent. Oh, you can still get the 4 hours, you just get them later like we used to instead of everything being bumped up to 4 hours. If I log into the live client now and go to one of my old characters, they still have 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour and 8 hour composite buffs. I don't think you can acquire them anymore, but they still exist at least. Don't know if I can cast this now. No. Didn't kick in on fire anyway on that mob. It didn't lose any of its whatsoever. Yeah, the other thing I really like on this server, it does have a global chat, which was one of the nicest things about the 2019 server when it opened. And then they got rid of it, and we were like, why did you get rid of that? You know? Well, they got rid of it. What can you say? They didn't want to pay anyone to moderate it. Well, I don't think any chat is moderated, is it? In the game? So why would one channel's chat be moderated more than another, or moderated at all? They've never moderated the chat. I mean, you can literally type anything you want, however offensive, gross or whatever, into the chat in Anarchy Online. It's never been moderated. I mean, you might get reported for it and get into trouble for it, but it's never been moderated ever. Well, this chat system is better than the June Awakening one, because if I choose global chat, clan chat, or when guilds come back at guild chat, it stays on that chat no matter how many times I zone. In June Awakening, every time you zone, you've got to choose the bloody channel to chat in. It's annoying as hell. Because global goes out to everyone in the game. Makes no difference. They don't moderate chat. Never have. Nothing to do with costs. I mean, you got to remember, they launched the 2019 server 2 years after they said the game was in maintenance mode. And none of the chat channels in the game, whether they're global or otherwise, have ever been moderated. I mean, yeah, you type something particularly offensive into the chat, yeah, someone's going to report you for it. Back in the day when people worked on the game, they would do something about it. But, you know, that's where it ended. It wasn't monitored. It required the player base to monitor it. Otherwise, you know, I mean, Christ, look at the game now. And some of the awful stuff that gets put into the open channels, etc. What was the mob I was saying? 81. That'll be why we died. Yeah, they got rid of it unnecessarily. It didn't matter. You know, there was no reason to actually get rid of it, other than fuck knows, you know. 83, I think we're pushing it too far. Asher, we can manage that guy. He's manageable. Yeah. Well, this is it. At least on this server, you know how many accounts are logged in, and no one can log in more than 2. So we have a minimum of 100 players there. Whereas on live, God knows what the numbers are really like. Oh, we already have better. That's a shame. Funcom do not produce or share any server numbers. So, you know, people guesstimate how many people are on, but given how many people are, you know, how many people are running around with the box, etc., God knows. Oh yeah, the social aggro, yeah, isn't a thing on this server, which feels so weird, you know. 6 people running hundreds of bots. Well, yeah, even if you discount the buff bots, and there are dozens of those, and you know they're done out of, well, here you go, free buffs for everyone to make life easier. And yes, it does make life easier, but it's kind of, is that solving the problem of a low player base, or just putting a band-aid on the fact that there's a low player base, you know? It doesn't fix the fact there's not as many people playing as there used to be, but it kind of papers over the cracks of there's not as many people playing as there used to be. Do you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Am I explaining myself? Yeah, cost of convenience. I would rather it was like this, right? I mean, yes, on live, I can log to a different account and buff myself with another character on that account. I can do that. I have that privilege in that, you know, I work a white-collar job. I don't look it, but that's remote working for you. You can do white-collar jobs in the city from not in the city, you know, and all that sort of thing. That's the modern age, and that's where we're at. There's people out there now going, we're going to get rid of remote working. Why? I mean, seriously, why, dude? You ask any company that uses it, and they'll all tell you the same. The remote workers are more productive than the in-house workers. That's what all the statistical data they have, and they really can monitor every single thing you're doing on that computer. And they can tell you're more productive at home than in an office. Because you're at home, you're just focused on getting through your shift, doing your job. You're not worried about what Kevin in 3 desks down is doing with so-and-so, and, you know. So the dinosaur thinking. Blindio, welcome to the stream. Anyway, thankfully, I don't think anyone's going to go for that idea. Random Berserker 79. Kind of too high level for the gear we've already got on. Yeah, you can't take advantage of it though. If you're shooting the breeze when you're supposed to be doing stuff, they know. They're not stupid. You know, they can monitor you're logged in to their VPN. And you're on their computer. They can tell exactly what their IT team can tell exactly what that computer's doing. And the whole, oh, put a ticking watch under the mouse, it fools the system. No, it doesn't. The mouse hasn't moved XY in 20 minutes. They're sat idle. They're not doing any work. What if 2 computers? No. You can people working from home can be as easily monitored as they can in an office space, but you don't have to pay for the office space, the insurance on the office space, the building cost on the office space, the ground rent, the council taxes, the electricity, the heating, you know, the liability insurance, and all those other massive costs. Which is why, you know, people going, oh, well, you know, bricks and mortar shops selling stuff, they're more expensive than Amazon. Yeah, the cleaning of it, the maintaining of it. Oh, so-and-so's chair's broke. Well, it's not their chair, is it? So the company's got to cover it and all that sort of shit. I mean, I'm in an acoustically treated room on a high-quality microphone. And when I do my job, I'm talking to people in distress. The house is just burned down. Maybe they've lost a pet or three in the fire. They're in bits, and I can completely focus on them and help them and deal with the issues at hand and get them through the process. Like, okay, I'm going to get you into a hotel. I'm going to set up a line of credit and get this card mailed out to you. You'll have it in a couple of hours. You know, you're going to be able to buy new clothes that don't stink of smoke and stuff. All that kind of stuff. I can do all that and be 100% focused on them. I'm not distracted by anything around me because I'm in this situation. Cleaning backed up toilets. Yeah. Oh, there's a new fluorescent. That light needs changing. None of that comes into it. This is why the people go, oh, working from, you know, because what they want is middle management people who are useless in all of the respects. Because they don't do anything. You know, they're terrified that their jobs are becoming redundant. Unfortunately, that's the future, you know. Yeah, you can't imagine heating, to keep everyone happy inside an office space. We're talking colossal costs versus people sat in their own home with the temperature they're happy with. You know, and everything else. I just need a PC, a good IDE, or text editor, and somewhere to upload to. To do what? Yeah, 90% of my job is, well, every conversation I have at work is recorded and it's scored on the criteria they use. Am I empathetic? Am I building rapport? Am I doing this? Am I doing that? And none of that bothers me. Because I enjoy my job. I enjoy helping people out. So, I don't worry about any of that. None of that bothers me. And I can do it without distraction. It's much easier to focus on the person at the end of the phone when you've got nothing else to distract you, you know? What is the fastest shortcut to burnout and depression? Working in a cubicle in an office. There's several movies about that. It costs more to heat an office, especially like a modern office. You know, thousands and thousands of square foot of just desks and people who could be sat in a home office at home being heated in that home. It's crazy. Sounds like my union had a life before I started with my job. Oh, you can't do that. I'll have to call the department and they have to... Yeah, you know, like, you've watched the show, The Office. I mean, that show is about 99% all the distractions in an office. What do they... In the show, The Office, the British one or the American one, what do they actually do? What is their job? At a computer, you know, at a desk with a computer and other stuff. What are they? None of that matters. They made the whole show about the distractions inside an office environment. Yeah, push paper around. Consolidation of costs. Yeah. Pranks. Yeah, the stapler in the Jello and all that. The whole show is based on what takes up most of working in an office, which is all the distractions of working in an office. When you work from home, you just get on with your work. You know, I've got 3 monitors. I've got a really great gaming monitor and then 2 generic 60 hertz monitors either side. and I have work on the main one because it's super sharp focused, has no motion blur that I personally can detect, and every person is different. And you know, that's all good. But I can do, you know, digital jigsaws, Angry Birds, whatever on the other monitor. But as soon as that call comes through, I'm like, hi there, how can I help? I'm just completely focused on the person, you know. UK one, I've no idea. No idea what they actually did for a living there, because the show isn't about what they did for a living. It's not LA Law, you know, something like that. It's all, you know, the interpersonal thing at work. And there's plenty of that anyway. And as much as we're back and forth now on the internet, you have that at work as well, because you've got Teams and a bunch of other stuff, and you have meetings, and you've got to put yourself on the camera and talk to other people. So that's all there, you know. It's just in doses. And if you've got any command of the English language, you can convey support and whatever to another colleague who's having a bad day or had a bad call, without being face to face with them. You know, you really can. You know, it's like the old social media meme. It's just me and the kids now, and like, DM me, babe. You know, all of that is there. It's all part and parcel of it. Not my phone. All my work is on the phone. The rest is just operating text documents and office documents. You know, it's easy. I mean, I've got a degree in business IT. I can design the spreadsheets they use, so when they break, I know how to fix them for other people. You know, there's all that going on as well. You know, you've got to think about, when was the last time you pulled out a Yellow Pages and looked for a number for anything? 20 years ago? You know? I think we're about maxed here. We're just, the non-greys aren't spawning, and the greys are too low for the armor to be worth looting, so. The Berserker S is level 81, which is a bit much. 30 years at least. It's probably at least 20 for me. Rhino Mad Basher, you're mine. Drop something. You know, plus in this line of work, oh, I've got this person on the line. They're doing this. You know, if you're someone that can touch type, and I can, even with an injury, you can contact hundreds of colleagues and say, oh, and someone will go, oh, yeah, they were on earlier, blah blah blah, and the person you're speaking to has no idea that conversation is going on. Yeah, the whole Google it, you know, kind of thing. I mean, my version of Google is different. I have the old Google search engine without AI and all the other crap. And I'm happy to share it with you. So, give me a second. I'm sure they will try and fix this. Give me a sec. Yeah, so if you go to search engine, you can see mine says, fuck AI. So I can go in and change it to whatever. So you can go manage search engines. So this one, if you give it a name, mine is fuck AI, shortcut at web, and then you introduce this string of code. I will share that with the class. There you go. Set that as your default, and then search any term you want on Google, and you don't get all the AI crap. So I can do Jaguar XF Type R alternator. And I get answers for alternators. Look at that. They're all, do you want an alternator? How to diagnose your alternator? What is an alternator? I needed a new one on my vehicle. Now, if I go back to full on, no, wait, all, isn't it? Yeah, that's the default. It tries to sell me one. Gives me suggested questions and all this crap. Whereas my version of Google looks like the old Google. It just gives you answers. Yep. Have you noticed there's no summary? There's no AI output whatsoever. This bypasses all their bullshit ads. And have you noticed the other thing? No fucking ads as answers. Bypasses all of it. I'm sure they will update it and make it so we have to put up with the ads again. But for now, that works. That's all you got to do. I don't need a plugin. I just need to type the correct thing into the browser. I don't need anyone else's software to make it work. Right, I don't think we're having any better luck here than we did all the way over in the other spot. If anything, it's slower, but yeah. Oh, we got a level, what? 44. Okay. Yeah, I don't need, I'm using Google, Google? No. Google's own search engine without their layer upon layer of bullshit. That's all I'm doing. Very, very simple. I can remember when Google was new. You know, we talked about this on the last stream. I was using, you know, AstaVista, Ask Jeeves, you know, Netscape, all these other search engines. However, someone said, oh, there's this new search engine called Google. You should try it. And it was this tiny little underground thing at the time. You know, and this takes you back to that, which is what I approve of. Got to figure out where that trader shop thing is. The trader store. I don't know in Omniland, but I think it's the same. It says special goods or something like that. Is your trader clan or omni or neutral? Doesn't the in-game map show the level of the mobs you're hunting? Shows the level of a diner. The default in-game map doesn't tell you shit. This is Savik's map of Rubi-ka, which has a lot more information than the in-game map. The in-game map is just like, where am I? That's it. The extra detail is this is Savik's map of Rubi-ka Mark 3. Somewhere it says it. I don't know. But it is. And that has the additional detail. The in-game map does not have that detail. That's player made. Funcom never expanded on the map. How do I check if I'm omni or neutral? F1 T. That's all you got to do. Same on live, same here. So you can, you know, there you go. Breed, gender, profession, level, yada, yada, yada. Neutral. There you go. I don't know if you can use the, well, the clan one. If you want to try it, I'll show you the shop. Come to Old Athen. I think it's this one I'm running toward now. No. Next one over. Nope. Luxury supplies. Is it this one? I think it is. Yeah, so you come in here. Eventually. And then you've got toys and curiosities, conductors, clan furniture. Is it this one? No, maybe it's not. I think it's called Finest Edition. I think it's called for the actual trader's store. Yeah, this one, Finest Edition. You come in here, and there's a trader-only store in here, so you get superior cars, superior computer commerce, yeah, clan specialist commerce. This effect can only be utilized by a trader. That's the trader shop clan side. I think it's similar for Omni. And I'm not sure if neutral can access both or not. Alright, I'm gonna go back to Newland. Yeah, the in-game map. The default one? The default map. Do you want to see that? I'll show you the default in-game map. That's it. That's all you get. That's the in-game map. So that's the Funcom map, which gives you grid exits, zone borders, and the location you're at. And obviously, if you're playing at high resolution, it's unreadable. So I use that one. This is Savik's map of Rubi-ka, a player-made map that has more information. It doesn't tell you what level mobs are here, though. Yeah, so I don't think there is a neutral trader shop, as far as I know. I mean, could be wrong. I've never played neutral, except before I leave a starting area, you know. I've always picked a side, just to have the benefit of a token board, really. You know, not for any roleplay versions. There is a version in Borry. Oh, there you go. Newland is next to the Stuck's shop. Isn't that a mere outlet, not necessarily specialist commerce? It's on the other side of the spot. Okay. So here is the mere fashion shop. Other side of that. Don't know where I'm looking now. There's a door here. Door. Side entrance. Everything is a side entrance. What do you mean? It's on the side of something, isn't it? There's supplies. Do you mean this one? Advanced cars, superior cars, computers, furniture, specialist commerce. Can only be used by a trader. There you go. Yep, there we go. We found it. But I've never played a neutral trader, so I wouldn't know that. I used to start as Omni for the med. Well, you can have 2 accounts on this server, so you can make a mule to go buy stuff, which is kind of what I did. But yep, there we are. Actual Ellie, it works. Thank you. Well, that was Hive Mind from the chat. That wasn't me. So thank the chat. The Hive Mind of the chat was correct. Right, I'm getting a beer. Haven't done an Omni Trader to test prices though. This is a thing, yeah. I don't know if sided prices are better. I think mechanically the game is built that Omni Trader gets the best sale price. So if you sell something to that shop with high comp lit, you get the best kind of result. Of a trader on this one, a keeper on the other. Okay. Tool shop in Borry. Can you access that? Because some of the shops are not open. Like, you know, the the bar one where you used to get the battle station missions from. That's gone now. Oh, it's not active yet. When you go up to that door, it says sorry, not open. Used it earlier. Ooh, an orange. Well, let's see what happens. A swap to climb. Well, whichever you prefer. I think Omni do get higher sale prices though. From memory, anyway, I think they do. No, nothing on you. Oh, you're green. Maybe I kill you. Maybe you drop armor for me. I don't want to get too close to the silver veins. You like the clan city more? Well, just go where your heart tells you, you know. Now, I know I've got a taunt device. There it is. Hey, those plants are moving around. They are triffids. Confirmed. Yeah, but I think there is an in-game mechanic where the omni-sided trader shops give a higher price payout than the clan ones or neutral ones do. So there is an in-game mechanic. You know, which could affect your decision. Ugly Dan, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Right, so we got a couple of pieces of armor we can't use yet, like those. Stamina and strength required to be 149. There are some, I think it's stamina and agility, or strength and agility buffs keepers have, but I'm not sure if they've got them on this server or not. Omni tank armor. Oh, yeah, yeah. You get to a point where credits don't matter so much. Less of a thing. First 100 levels on this on this server. I think they matter more here than they do elsewhere. Quagmire Cloak of Nascence. Well, unless you're one of those profs. Oh, why did I come here? I don't want to come here. I want to go level up and try and get some gear on. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be wipes. Why do you think I'm not making, or, you know, making one character and power leveling them kind of thing? Barbarous. I am officially a bitter old man. I just realised this because I thought to myself how funny it would be to find it to work in a restaurant on Valentine's Day. I'd find it funny because I would put fake engagement rings in every girl, lady's drink or dessert and just sit back and watch the carnage. You're a twisted individual. Other people's pain is not your entertainment. You've gone beyond bitter old man to... You're just like a complete anarchist there, sorry. That's incredibly mean, you know. No, I wouldn't find it... Well, yeah, I probably would find it funny to watch it happening to, you know, in a video, but I don't think I'd find it funny in reality. You would watch too. I'd watch like a 20-second clip. But know that it probably wasn't real on Twitter or something, you know, or as something in a sitcom. But in reality, messing with other people's lives like that, no, I would not find it amusing. I guess I'm just not there yet. Maybe I will be one day. You know, some people are just at the start of their relationship. You do something like that and wreck it before it becomes anything it could be. It just sounds kind of mean to me. I don't like to see other people in distress. I'm sorry, I don't find that entertaining. I just think it's bad news. Well, maybe that's me. Maybe I'm just, you know, too kind-hearted or something. I don't know. Excuse me. I'm waiting until it's 50%, then I'm gonna, you know, jump in. Yeah, you should bring towers and Guild City and watch folks get nasty. Well, you know, human nature is what it is. Scrunchy in men's cars. Most men completely oblivious, but their significant other. Oh, the chaos. Well, not for me. Because I have long hair. Mrs. Cal would just assume it's mine. And I would never do the dirty. Never gonna happen. Not my style. Not my thing. Yeah, I'm just not a mess with other people's lives kind of person. You know. It's just not me. You know, and people gotta live their own lives, you know. Oh, is this massively camped? Probably is. Or not. Target. Oh dear. Okay, we got the bugged one. Oh, we got a Leanne down here. We got another Leanne there. None of which have anything I want. Well, maybe that ring. Oh my god, is it this camped in here? Jesus. That's the official Discord, not this server. I'm not on the official Discord. It just turned to shit. Because it's completely unmoderated and awful at the moment. It was moderated by Ark, but then they removed Ark, made Ark not a thing, and well, the result was you've got an unmoderated server with a bunch of people being complete asshats on it. So I may even get rid of that. Yeah, if you want the link for the this game, which is Project Rubi-ka, that ain't it. No room. Okay. Oh, Callum's Resilience. That's only available on this server. That's created by the Project Rubi-ka dev team. Does not exist anywhere else. Yeah, 4 to 6 more backpacks. I do really, yeah. There's still OE on this character and we're still doing some damage. Yeah, I'm running around with a ton of trash that I shouldn't be running around with. What are you gonna do? Nothing we actually want. Okay. Oh, you nuke, don't you? You little twat. Okay. I hate the nukers in here. In every playfield. Hate them all. I wish this had Brawl on it, just so we could stun his arse. Yeah, the only damage he did to me was his nukes, and that's probably because I probably have, like, no nano resist at all. Just label each one specific gear it holds. Yeah, because I'm known for my inventory management. Few tricks, close for my comfort. Yeah, you know me. know, on live, I'd have run in here with Hack and Quack, RRFE, and just, you know, not even thought about any damage, because it would just be instantly healed, etc. But you can't do that here. Alright, there we go. All healed up, ready to go. No, not at all. I barely survived these guys, so yeah. No, he was already dead when I got here. Jesus. No way. I'd struggle to do that on live. Never mind here. Who did? Dunno. Dead when I got here. He was like that when I got here. I did nothing. I'm just killing the Exarchs, bro. Ooh, that's nice. Take that. And go kill other stuff for XP. Can't remember if these guys nuke or not. Try to hit but miss. Fuck off. That's better. Oh, 383 fast attack. Get in. Now we're talking. Yes, bow before me, dead thing. You're going down, bro. You're going down. Ooh, what have we Platinum Ring of the 3. Verona, you're next. Come on. I know you're healing. Not gonna help. Told you. Faithful mobs. Oh, blind, is it? Blob monster. PRK has completely hooked me on AO again. I'm sorry about that. But I didn't start the server. I just play here. That's all I do. Oh, you're going down, Muriel. Your days of walking around are over. Yeah. Not very good agent armor that drops in here. Oh well. Another dead got. Oh, just kill you because you're there. Oh no, you're bugged. Jolly Storm with the lurk. Thank you very much. Where can I get that UI that you're using? Noten DovTech Edge is the UI I'm using. I have a video on it on the channel on where to get it. It's also in the description of the video. And I also have yeah, it's the same DovTech that you would download for the live game, but it goes into a different folder, and I do have a video for that. The PRK version of the game uses a different folder system. So if you go to, oh my god. Yeah, I think it was this one. Yeah, there you go. How to do it on this server. Someone's shotgunning me. Who is it? I see no shotguns. Who's got a shotgun? Oh, it's you. Okay. Yeah, that's... so if you've already got the map on a previous installation of AO, you can use that. It just happens to go in a different folder, and then everything else works exactly the same as it does on the live server. I'll kill a couple of these, see if we can ding a level. I think he's bugged, isn't he? Yeah, he's bugged. Methinks this area is busy. Alright, let's be having you. I'm trying to fight the guy at the back. Oh my god. Not going to end well. I mean, if they've got a big enough team with enough pets, yeah, you can probably do it, but... ooh. That doesn't look like a big enough pet, but maybe it is. I don't know. Good luck. Exarch die. There you go. Oh, nice. Oh, I don't have space for it. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, you're going bye-bye. Do I want that ring? You already have. No, I don't. I already have it. Come on, ding me. Ding me. Big, oversized and overpowered weapon. All gonna die. Yay, there we go. We dinged. Right, now, to equip any of this armor, I need more stamina and strength. So, okay. Suggested for everything else. Okay. And then can we get out of here? Yes, yes we can. that will do for this evening. Yes, it will. Now, is anyone else streaming Anarchy Online? No. Let's go and have a look. Probably not. Probably me and Rubi-ka live feed, whatever that is now. Yeah, it kind of is. Oh dear. Disappointing. There we are. So yeah, no one else streaming Anarchy Online. So I'm going to call it a night, guys. I won't be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday. I work on Thursday evenings. So next one will be Friday. Saturday, I'm doing a thing for June Awakening. So if you're there for that, I will see you on the Saturday. But yeah, Friday, more AO. More Anarchy Online. Until then, bye for now.